Hello, hello, hello. Let's get this going. All right, I think I should be on YouTube and we should be on the partners group. Hey, what's up, Revolution partners? Let me know, by the way, if you're watching on replay. If so, put hashtag replay so they know that you were here. And if you are watching live, I'm going to give it a minute or so I can get this technology up and everything. But I got a message for you that's going to be a lot of fun and impactful and everything. So let me know if you do see me or not. I can't see comments and messages. Okay, I think I see you guys. Hey, Shauna, great to see you. How are you? Who else do we got here? Hey, Susan, what's going on? Share this into the Revolution Partners Messenger if that's cool with you as well too. And grateful to have you guys. Put in the chat, by the way, where you're coming in from, and I will be reviewing and going back through every single message because I love getting to know you. So I got a question. Hey, Nadine. Hey, Blair. Hey, everybody. Grateful to have you here. But I'm wondering, I'll start with this question. Have you ever felt like you weren't like other people? You're seeing other people blow up in the business right now. Partner Co's going through an explosive time. This team is going through an explosive time. There's so many promotions right now happening left and right. It's kind of crazy. But have you ever looked at other people and you're saying to yourself quietly, I'm not like them. I'm not a social media guru. I don't look like them. They're young. I'm old. They're old. I'm young. They've had experience. I don't have experience. Or they don't have experience. I do have experience. Or I'm just not like them. So can I succeed? Can I succeed? And I wonder if anyone would be vulnerable enough to admit that you've said that before, because I've said that so many different times. In fact, I'll share a quick story here. I can't believe I'm doing this talk with you guys today, because I was the complete opposite of what I thought success looked like. I was a shy, broke, nerdy Asian kid. I was so shy when I got introduced to this profession that I could not even order food at a restaurant. Try any shy people, by the way? Any shy people? I didn't have many friends. I didn't have a social media. I was the type of person that when people ask, are you a leader or a follower? I'd be like, for sure, a follower. I'm not a good speaker. I don't know how to connect. All these different things. So when I got introduced to this profession and I saw the people that were blowing up and I saw the people that are succeeding, so many times I would just admit to myself, well, if I'm not like them, I don't think I can succeed. Well, my message for you today is this. Is that God does not qualify. He does not call the qualified, but he qualifies the called. And whether you're a person of faith or not, like, this is a truth that if you allow it to come into your heart, and when I allowed this to come into my heart, it transformed me and allowed us to have an incredible business, an incredible life, and have so much more fun. So if you're ready for this message for today, comment below, I'm ready. Because I'm telling you, breakthroughs are going to happen today, Blair. Transformations are going to happen today. So how does this exactly work? Well, I learned a couple things. Number one was this. Hey, Lysias, San Antonio, Texas. Great to see you. Number one, I learned that success is based on principles, not personality. Success is based on principles, not personality. God set this whole universe up a certain way. Just like the law of gravity it works for everybody. It's not that Misty, if she tries to sit down on the chair, it floats all of a sudden. It's not that when Susan wants to succeed in this business that it won't work for her, but it'll work for someone else. Success is based on laws. Success is based on principles. Now, it might look different, and it will look different for you than it does for others. God put a unique fingerprint on each and every single one of us because it's fascinating that way, right? It'd be boring if everybody looked like Cindy's awesome, by the way, right? Shout out to our incredible leaders that started the Revolution Partners Group, Cindy McKnight and Lindsay Yoakum. We love them, don't we? But we also don't want a bunch of Cindy and Lindsay's. We want a bunch of yous. You are made perfectly, all right? Just the way that you are. But success is based off of principles and not your personality. There are things that are true. For example, in this system, we have a way of launching. It works. The engagement sandwich, it works. Conversing with people works. When you add value to other people, then value gets added to you. These things work. The machine works. The products work. By the way, who here is loving your drops, your Renew, your Noni, your Elite, your all the above, right? These things all work. Success is based off of principles, not your personality. I didn't know that. I thought I had to look a certain way, talk a certain way. I thought I had to act a certain way to become successful. What I love about network marketing specifically is that this is the most equal playing field in the world. Look at every single top money earner here. All the directors and vice presidents and officers and chair people and six-figure earners and seven-figure earners. One thing you're going to find very quickly, especially in Partner Co, is everyone's so different. They're all different. Fascinatingly different. But they do act on the same principles. So what would I be looking for? I would be searching for the principle. I would be obsessed about finding the principle. I would be mindful and aware of what these laws are of success. I'll give you another one, for example. One of the big keys to success is that you have to see the success in your mind before you see it in your present reality. Are you convinced that you're going to be chairperson 5,000, as Cindy and Lindsay says? Are you already acting as if your officer, your president, you hit 10 and 2, all these different things? You have to see it before you see it. Comment in the chat below if you see your goal. Comment, I see it. So important. Success is principle based, not personality based. I had to hear that because I was disqualifying myself. I had to hear that because until that truth hit me, I put myself into a hole and we cap ourselves. Awesome. So that's number one. How else can we make sure that you become the one? How else can we make sure that you are able to succeed? Awesome. Talia sees it. Shauna sees it. Missy sees it. Blair sees it. Number two is this. Let's talk about your disqualification, right? The title is God doesn't qualify the called, he qualified. He doesn't qualify. He doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the called. So number two is this. I want us to think about our weaknesses. I want us to think about the things that you think disqualify you. Maybe you grew up poor. And you're like, that disqualifies me from being wealthy. I grew up within a family that immigrated with $200 in their pocket, for example. Maybe you grew up shy. And that's why you think you're disqualified. Maybe you've been in multiple companies. You've never broken through like crazy. Okay. By the way, I'm curious, put in the chat. If this is your first company, network marketing experience, put a 1 in the comments. If you've had other experiences, put a 2 in the comments, right? Think about the thing that disqualifies you, that you think disqualifies you. Here's a big truth. Your disqualification is actually your biggest connection point. Your weakness is your best entry in to connect with other people. This is huge. My mentor taught me this visual. Imagine you're in the gym. Imagine you're working out. You see one person that has the body of a goddess, like Physique magazine, like crushing it. Sisters like literally on the cover. And then you see the other woman that's sweating profusely on the treadmill. that's focused. She might have just had a kid and she's getting back into shape. And you can tell like she's having a tough time. She's not in her perfect form yet, and we're always being perfected, of course. But my question to you is this: who's more inspiring? Is it the person that's already fit and in shape, or is it the person that's getting in shape? We all connect with the person that's still on the journey. We all connect with the person that's in the process of becoming. It's so hard to relate with perfect people because none of us are perfect, by the way, if you haven't figured that out. Every single one of us have flaws. Every single one of us have flops. You talk to the most successful people, they just fail faster, right? So understand that your disqualification, your weakness, it's actually not something that is against you. It's something that's for you because it's easy to relate. People relate with your pain rather than the glory, right? They want to know that other aspect of you. So start to think about how what you think is disqualifying of you can actually be your greatest asset. I'm thankful, for example, that I was super introverted. I'm thankful that I was super awkward because when I started to grow into confidence, people were on my side. They're like, this guy's growing, this guy's going somewhere. And now I am so thankful I had that because I can still connect with people that think they're very shy. I can still connect with people that felt like they were not qualified to do something like this. Who here's ever heard this saying before in business? I can't do this because I'm not a good salesperson. You heard that before? You know, the best way to objection handle that is not some scripted thing. The best way is use a story. And what I'm grateful about is now I have the story. But like, I totally know how you feel, man. If I could do it though, this guy was so shy. I couldn't even pick up a phone call if it said unknown caller. If I could do this, so can you. Think about your disqualification. Fill it in the gap. You're going to be able to say, hey, someone will say, for example, I've done things like this before and I've never succeeded. Some of your story is this. Well, I know exactly how you feel because I've done many different businesses and I was never able to succeed until this. That's part of your story, right? So whatever it is you feel that disqualifies you will be your greatest assets because it'll make you relatable. It'll allow you to connect. Your weakness is your connection point. Let me share a story on this. Some of us have been through a lot of pain. You've been through some struggle. You've been through some trials and tribulations. You've been through times. Has anyone here been through a time that just laid you flat on your back that you felt you can never pick yourself up again? I think we've all had some of those debilitating times. Those times suck, but don't waste those times as well too. We've been in this amazing profession for 15 years. I was 19 when I first got introduced, and I was not a fast grower. All right. I bumbled my way through this. I sucked for a long time. Who here knows, though, that if you suck for a long time, you can only be so bad over time. You can only suck for so long if you keep on doing it and you keep on reviewing the tapes and you keep on getting better, right? Get so good that you can't do it wrong. That was my goal. I'm good now at what I do because I've done it wrong 10,000 times, all right? Anywho, besides the point. But we grew our business and we were able to build a multiple six-figure business. And life was amazing. And then it wasn't. We went from hero to zero almost overnight. In 1 year, things happened. We lost 50% of our business. Our closest leaders left. We felt heartbroken, betrayal, stressed. Financially, it was crazy. We were $12,000 a month negative some months. We lost everything. Lost our house, lost our cars, lost our confidence. I remember the day looked my wife in the eye, and we had to let go of our dream home, which we got through our business. And I told her, we're going to have to move out of here and move into your mom's converted office as a bedroom. Lost everything. And fortunately, by God's grace, we made it out and things were okay. But I remember thinking to myself, this disqualification can never allow me to do a business like this again. How do I help show people the light when I'm going through such a dark time? Maybe you've been through that. Maybe you're going through that right now. And I just remember thinking to myself, well, God doesn't call the qualified, he qualifies the called. We're called in these situations, through those pains, through those hurts, through those tough times. And I remember thinking to myself, one day this will be a story. One day this will resonate. One day the greatest upsets in your life will become the greatest platforms to help other people. And I remember making that shift, saying, the story's not over yet. Your story's not over yet, right? If you're connecting with this, type in the chat, my story is not done. My story is not done. You're still breathing today. You're not done yet. There's still more to come. But we have to flip the switch on that. And I remember starting to think about, I'm like, this weakness will be a connection point. You know, it's hard to connect with people if you haven't been there before. So instead of letting this be a victim mentality, let's use this now and let's show people how to climb out. Let's go back into this business and go do it again, bigger, better, and badder, right? You have another opportunity. You have a new wave right now. You have new wins for you right now. Partner Co's blowing up. This team's blowing up. You have the right systems and tools and everything. And more importantly, you're the right you. And we started building again. And guess what happened? Oh my gosh. It grew faster than ever before. What took us 6 years, we did in a couple. If you've done it before, you can do it again. Bigger and better. And now we look back, and I was reflecting, I was just grateful yesterday with Becky, my wife. And I'm like, can you believe the type of business that we have now? We love our team. We love you. You're so cool. You're so awesome. Leaders popping up everywhere, people transforming lives, just like we're pinching ourselves. We're like, how is this possible? It wasn't that long ago that things looked completely different. But it's important to understand that your weakness actually is your greatest connection point. Because we went through that struggle, because of the struggles you went through, because of the things that you disqualify you, if you learn how to transfer that into a way to connect and you bare your heart, you look at it not as a weakness, you look at it as a connection point. And you share that. I've shared this with so many people, right? And they're just like, wow, you get me. Yeah. And you get them as well too. So if you view your weakness as your connection point, gosh, that's how you triumph over these. All right. If you're resonating with this, put in the chat, I'm resonating. I have one last point here. How do you succeed when you feel like you're not like others? How do you take your unique situation in life and make sure that you claim the promises that this business has for you? There's a branding expert. He helped brand amazing people that you may or may not know in the personal development space. Ed Mylett is one of them, who, by the way, made his millions through network marketing, what we do. He also branded Lewis Howes, School of Greatness, amazing podcast. Rory Vaden. So he founded a company called Brand Builders. And he's amazing at building these amazing brands, right? So I was listening to this podcast one day. Then he said, here's the big secret to branding. Here's the big secret to your impact, to your influence, to your success. Lysias, you're not like other people. Shauna, you're not like other people. Blair, you're for sure not like other people. We're all not like other people. And that's okay. Why? Because here's the quote that Rory said. You are best equipped to help the person you once were. Here's the secret to your success. You are best equipped to help the person you once were. You don't need to help the world to succeed here. You do need to help the people you were called to help, though, to succeed here. If you help two people become six-figure earners in this company, do you realize that in this comp plan, you make six figures? That's all you need. You don't need to be searching for the billions, just look for the few. And if the fact that you're still here right now, that you overcame, even if you're brand new, you made $0 yet, you've already overcome things that people in the world need to know how to overcome. Some of you have lost dreams and you're able to dream again. Some of you have been through a real tough time in your marriage and you overcame it, and now you've overcome it, and now you can share that. Some of you have been through divorce. Some of you have been through death. Some of you have been through betrayal. Some of you have been through, we've all been through different things. You're still here right now. And those stories are so important because there's other people out there that were just like you just a couple steps ago that need your light, need your faith, need you speaking into them to help them cross from darkness into light. And you have now given that you now have a vehicle with Partner Co, with our amazing products, with our amazing business, where you can give people a vehicle to come along with you on this ride. You know what I love about this business? This business, we transform lives with amazing products. I mean, we all want to be healthier, right? This business, we can allow people a way to have financial freedom. For me personally, this is what signed me up. The biggest thing I love about our business is this business is a compensation plan wrapped around personal development. The better you are, the more you make. The more people you help and serve, the more that you make. Like, I just love how this all works. And it gives you an opportunity, not just to preach at people, talk at people. It gives you an opportunity where you can actually empower others to come alongside with you, co-partner with you. We're better together, and to work alongside them to help them become the woman they were designed to be, the man they were designed to be. And we all have a unique opportunity to be a part of that story. You can share your struggle. You can share your weakness and show them how to overcome these things. And the most successful people in this business are the ones that have gone through hell and back and showed other people how to get through it. Danielle Singh just went officer in 2 months, guys, here. She has a story. You got to read her book. She's been through crazy stuff. Literally, she was going for officer. She went through a crazy surgery and so many other different things. Cindy and Lindsay, if you don't know their story, they had built a very successful business, did $50 million of sales with their team in a couple years, and then had the most atrocious, heinous, crazy, out of this world, evil, despicable things done to them. And yet they turned around and came back again. Angel Whitmire, she's on vacation right now with her amazing daughter and with James. She coaches people now in health. But not long ago, she was paralyzed from the waist down. And it looked like her life was on the hinges. She now coaches other people on how to live a life by design with their health. You have things that you think disqualify you. But I'm just telling you today that you are perfectly positioned because of this disqualifications to connect with people that only you are called to connect with. That will become not a crutch, but a platform to help you get to that next level. And that you actually have an obligation and a responsibility to help that person that you once were. And just know that your disqualification is your key. And God called you for that reason, to lean into that and just watch what starts to happen. So I hope this encouraged you. You shouldn't be like anyone else. You're going to walk the PXP stage with your own story. You're going to share your own journey. It's going to look completely different from everyone else. Follow the principles, not the personality, and start walking into your own God-given unique identity, because we need your story. So I hope this helped. If it did, comment below. I accept this. I accept this. Tag your teammates, share this onto the partners group, and take this into your heart and run with it. We are so proud to partner with you. We are so proud of you. Like, I can't wait to be sitting in the stands hearing your story, and we're grateful for you. Awesome. On that, God bless. Let's continue to crush it. Talk soon.